Hello everybody.
Hello.
We are live on the interwebs as always for our regular Tuesday evening scheduled appearance. Let me just bring you up a little bit clearer. Is that right? That's not a bad position today, is it? Hello everybody, we are live. Welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty, where we are documenting our Slimming World journey and beyond. We haven't done that for a while, have we? I know. Good evening. So yes, we have weighed in. We have the results. We have the results from the Leeds jury. That's what they say on Eurovision. Song for Eurovision. What's it called? Just Eurovision, isn't it?
Yes.
Song for Europe. That one. Where they go. Hello, we are calling in from
Eurovision
Brussels.
Song Contest. Yeah.
We have the results of the German jury. Well, not from Brussels, but you know what I mean.
No, it's not Christmas.
Look! There's a woman walking a cat. So before, as we had to come here, then we had to go to the chemist. We both saw
It was
right, and independently acknowledged
someone going across the crossing
with a cat on a lead. Hello, Holland.
I know. I thought it was a pussycat.
They had a pussycat on a lead, right? My brain went, she's got a cat.
And I said it.
And when you went, oh, what? There's a cat. Oh no, it's a. And literally, both of us went. There is a cat on a lead being walked. That's interesting. And then, as the person was halfway across the crossing,
I didn't realise Lisa's window was open, and I made a comment.
Yeah. And because then he went, nice pussy, and I was like, don't say that. But literally, as they were halfway across the crossing, it was suddenly a pug.
It was a rather. If it had been a cat, it would have been a rather round one.
But it was literally both of us saw a cat.
I don't know why.
As they were this, and then we saw a cat, and then as they went to there,
it just looked
was a pug.
Very fluffy. But then when
it looked like a cat.
And then when we got closer, it was just.
It's very strange, very weird glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Very, very weird glitch in the Matrix.
Very.
But yeah, it's also getting very dark.
It
was honestly, Holland.
2 days ago,
it was completely
sunny.
Yeah, but it was completely independent, right? My brain went, oh, as my brain goes, oh, and I'm about to say, she's walking a cat. You went, oh, that's weird, and then
That's a nice pussy cat.
Then you said, oh, I thought it was a cat. Just as I went, it's a dog. So literally, we processed it at the same time. Matrix glitch. That was very strange. Very strange. But yeah, so we have weighed in today, as always. And do you want to say how your week has gone this week? Just gone? How have you been with
My week has
things?
been the same as last week, I think.
Same old.
Yeah, I counted all my sins this week, so I've been between 10 and 15 sins, and had some of my sins in my meal choices.
Margaret says we should have gone to Specsavers.
I know, right?
Listen, tell them what I said earlier about talking about glasses.
We was in the lounge, and Lisa obviously wears glasses every day. So before we went to Slimming World, Lisa went, oh, where's my glasses? She goes, because I have glasses so I can see, and now I've took them off. I don't know where they are. And I was like, that sounds about right. I said, they're right there, right in front of you. But you're like, obviously that's why people need glasses, so they can see. So if you put your glasses down, how do you see anything if you don't know where they are?
That's the truth. You put your glasses down and then you look for your glass. And I said it's like Velma in Scooby-Doo. Whenever she gets knocked down and loses her glasses, and then pats and then ends up like feeling the boot of the pirate ghost or something. Sounds like you've been very good. I, on the other hand, have just eaten an entire tub of Pringles. Yay! Well done, Holland. Have a tub for us.
Yeah.
Don't really like Pringles.
You get the little mini tubs as well.
The mini tubs are right, yeah. But then once you pop, they've gone.
And then you have to go and get another one.
Then you have to go and get another one, I know, right?
Don't they come in like big packs of the little mini ones, don't they? Or something like that.
At Christmas time, they do the 6-foot tubes, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be bad. That'd be.
But they're not even crisps.
No.
They're not made of just potato, are they?
It's stuff.
It's a load of mush, and then they roll it all out. A machine chops it all, and then they just get fried.
Yeah.
So it's not even real potatoes.
Don't tell Holland that.
It's true.
No, don't listen to him, Holland. It is part of your five a day. They're
yeah.
natural potatoes.
In one
anyway.
of our days where we've gone, how do people make this then? So we look it up on the internet, and then they show you videos of actually how it's made. So we
Holland
sometimes
says,
watch them.
don't care, they're nommy. Exactly.
They are probably
They
nice.
are really nice, yeah.
I like pom bears.
You like pom bears, yeah, but that's because you can have those on Slimming World.
Yeah, because they're like 3 cents a back or something. Just over.
Right then, so anyway, so your week's been good.
I think so, yeah. I'd say we did this week where we did the rice pudding and made it go a bit further, put them into some small containers.
Did you notice any difference?
It just means I had a bit less in my pot.
Yeah, but did you notice any difference from the portion? After you ate it, where you're like, oh, that's a really small portion. I really should have gone for more.
Normally I feel like I'm parched after, like I'm full after eating a big pot of it. So normally one portion in the slow cooker would last us a bowl each for the night that we've made it, and then one each for
the fridge.
Yeah, to go in the fridge for another day. But yeah, like I say, this time we had 4 pots that went in the fridge, and then 2, obviously one each that night that we made it.
So made the same rice pudding, but made it go to 6 portions instead of 4. So we just trimmed down the portion size. But did you feel that you'd eaten a smaller portion?
Yeah, it was a smaller pot, but I felt it was enough. It was enough.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I didn't noticeably notice and go, oh, I've only had a little tiny bit.
It was definitely enough. I didn't feel like I needed more, because I then at that time when I'm eating that, I have my cereal and everything.
Yeah. Holland says they're going to be good in April and go out for bike rides and things. That's cool in the warm weather in the springtime.
That's in April. What you do between now and then?
Pringles.
Oh, that's a good good choice.
That's what they've just said. Yeah, Pringles.
Yeah.
So you've been on plan. I've been on plan as well. And
we've not had brie to stay, so it's all been.
No, there's been no cheese this week. Oh no, there was a little bit of cheese this week. I had a bit of cheese this week.
Did you?
I did, yeah. But
how? We kicked brie out. She didn't stay.
It wasn't brie. It was one of the cheesy ones in the back fridge. I had it on toast. Well, I didn't actually. I put bread in the slow cooker.
Cheese and onion cheese.
Yeah, I put bread in the slow cooker and tried to make it toast, and it didn't quite work. But then I put some cheese on it and made it into a sandwich.
It is cheese.
No, the bread I put in there.
You put some cheese on the cheese, and then you ate the cheese. Well, no wonder.
I put bread in the slow cooker and tried to make it toast. I didn't make cheese.
You didn't
toast.
make 2 minute, become friends with the cheese, because then that's all right then.
No, I only had one.
They're the
round blocks in wax.
Little tiny little small ones. So
yeah, it was fine. Yeah. And I don't ever have my health.
I don't even know how many grams they are, but they're only smallish.
But if I have one a week, then that's my healthy extra B's for the week, because I don't eat cheese. I don't eat it, and I never have my healthy extra B. The only days we really have that is when I have the doodah. Rice pudding. Anyway, so my week's been all right. The one thing I will say this week is that I didn't get my injection.
You didn't.
So although
you went to your appointment, did you? So
yeah,
you had your appointment.
I had a diabetic appointment, and did I have 2 appointments this last week? I did, didn't I? One for the eye.
But you thought that.
And one for my foot.
You thought that you still had the last.
Holland was looking for the doodah emoji.
Yeah.
Wrong channel. Yes, the channel.
But when you were looking to see you had,
that's made me laugh.
You thought you had the last dose in your injection, and you didn't.
I didn't. It was it was just a leftover bit. So I thought I still had. I thought I had Fridays left, and I didn't have Fridays left, which means I've not had my injection to help with the diabetes now for 11 days. But my blood sugars, because I'm really on it and I am monitoring so carefully at the moment, they've still been 7 and 8s all week. So my blood sugars are absolutely doing phenomenally well, because I'm not eating anything to
Friday
to
you had your appointment Friday morning, wasn't it? So
and Friday morning
6 was it 6 something? You said 6 6.7.
Friday was 6.6, yeah. So my blood sugars have been absolutely amazing, which then allows the rest of my body to work. So even without the injection, I've been okay. But I did weigh in today. Let's talk about the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
I did weigh in today, and I'd only lost ½ pound. Now, I know that's only, but I have had my sins of my little bags of what are they called? Transformer snacks.
They are.
They're like the little not wheat.
They're like
maize.
little rice cakes. The little rice.
No, not those.
What?
The Transformer snacks, the little crisps things. So they're like, you get them in the pound shop. They go in kids' lunch boxes.
Sometimes you see the barbecue ones or like the tomato ones,
and they're like maize.
They're like 3 cents a bag.
3 cents a bag. So they're maize and not potato. Yeah. And also they do the alien ones as well, which are like pickled onion, and they're basically made from the same thing Monster Munch used to be made from. So those bags are 3 cents a bag, so I can have 3 of those bags if I really want them, because only little bags you put in lunch boxes. And know that I've had all of the snacks that I want to have, and that I am way under my 15 cents. So I've been having those and enjoying them. And normally I will sit and watch some horror films on Shudder while you're playing your PS5.
Like I said, I could have, like I said, I can't reach now unless I get out and go around and grab them. I said we just popped to Lidl.
Hi, Dormouse.
And we bought my favourite beetroot burgers and the Moroccan burgers as well from Lidl. So they're a vegan range, and they're like my favourite things to have. I think like we have them at least once a week. Yeah. But they are very, very nice.
And what are they? 1.5 cents, 2.5 cents?
The beetroot ones are 1 cent per burger, and the Moroccan ones are 2 cents. But we have one of each, and a baked potato and some veggies on the side, and they're like amazing.
Holland says they sound nice. They are. They're from.
Do you want me to go around and grab them?
Yeah, go on, go and grab them. They're from Lidl. Don't get knocked over.
No, I'm not going to get knocked down.
Yeah, they're from Lidl's, and they're part of their vegan special range.
It is alright, it is me.
Oh, well, I knew it would be you, dear. It wasn't a jump scare today from one of our friends. But no, they're really nice, and the only thing I will say is to overcook them a little bit, because the centers of them can still be very soft. So yeah, thank you. So these are the Moroccan ones. Vimondo is what they're called. Now I know that's going to be back to front for everybody, but it is plant exclamation 2 beetroot burgers. They are 2.6 grams of sugar, 4 grams of fat, blah 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 blah.
They're quite big though as well. They are for
Holland's got a Lidl within biking range, so you should go. So yeah, these are
nice.
Good. And they are quite chunky.
And if you use this week, if you use the Lidl app, so you can get the app on your phone, if you basically you've got like a barcode thing on your account once you register, and you just scan it when you go in. At the moment this week they've got like 20% off of these, and they're normally like £1.80 something a pack of 2.
It's worth it, they're nice. But I was just saying, you want to slightly overcook them, because if you undercook them, the centre is almost raw, which is fine, because they're fine.
Put them in the slow cooker, in the air fryer, for about 15 minutes on high-ish.
I normally put them in a little bit longer, personally. But then there's also the Moroccan style plant burgers as well that they do. You've done broth and an extra hot cup of curry. Piper was off to the groomers, comes back half the size. Doggo. Yeah, so these are nice. These are chickpeas, carrots, red pepper, yellow pepper. Oh Jesus,
I like those ones.
Okay, well you can have those ones, and I'll have these then.
But yeah, they're really nice. I like them.
So yeah, so anyway, recommend these from Lidl's. But what I was going to say, so I came in, I lost half a pound this week, which I'm okay with. As I say, I wasn't on the medication, which has affected slightly my toilets. Leave it at that. I'm not going to go into any more. It's supposed to slow down the way your body processes food,
but also helps your body function better.
Helps everything function a bit better, and that's been noticeably a little bit different this week. But I still came in with £0.5 off, so I'm happy about that. What about you? When you weighed in, what was your result?
Well, before going, like I say, we spoke about what do we think we've done this week or whatever.
Which we always do, don't we?
I thought that maybe I've lost £1 or £2 this week, and yeah, like I say, had a good week. If it was similar to what I did last week, did I lose? Was it £2 last week or £2.5 last week? I think. So I thought, oh, I've probably done the same this week. I ate very similar food, and it's been a good week. I say, not gone over my sins, not gone without anything. So I've had a really good week, and got on the scales, and I've lost £4 this week.
Yay, £4.
So yes, I wasn't expecting that, but like I say, I've been really good. Like I say, maybe it's the change we've had with the rice pudding and controlling the amounts of food that we eat, rather than just eating a mountain of food all the time. And we've downsized from the larger plates that we used to use, and now we just use the smaller ones, because I looked for the others and they've disappeared.
They're in the cupboard.
That's what I mean. Normally we have them on the, because we use them, they're normally on the drainer every day. So,
I know, and I put the bigger ones away, so we just have the little ones now.
So now we're having slightly less, because it's either that or the dinners are getting taller, and like the smaller plates.
But it did mean yesterday, the plan was that we were going to have steak and salmon. So we were going to have a surf and turf yesterday.
But it didn't fit.
The steaks didn't fit on the plate, so I've left them. We've got those we're going to have today.
Stir fry today.
With a stir fry. So yeah, so in one way it's good. So then we did have 2 of the cookbooks from our countdowns this week. Not this week, last week we got the countdown books. So if you don't know, at Slimming World, periodically they do offers where you pay for 10 weeks in advance and they give you 2 free weeks, or you pay for 5 weeks in advance and they give you 1 free week. But if you pay for the 10 weeks in advance, so it's £59.50, which is a hell of a lot of money, you get a book and your 2 weeks. And
plus, like I say, when you get the book with your 12-week countdown, you also get a book that no one else has got. Unless they've bought a countdown, no one else will have the book.
So we haven't got the book with us right now because it's in the flat, and we didn't want to go in the flat just to go and get it, and then the doggos are like, Mummy and Daddy's home, we're going to come out, blah, blah, blah. So before we do that, we thought, you know what, we'll just, you've all seen the book, it's the One Pot Magic book. And we said last week, by the way, Mrs. D. Roberts, if you're watching this, please send us your address for the Vava Vegan book. Contact us on the Instagram, because I forgot what it was then. I nearly said on I don't know what I was going to say.
I said there was somebody else as well.
And there was somebody else. Please message us on Instagram. I will get these books out to you, but I need an address to send them to. So so then anyway, I've also got to remind me, because I've also got to send Crystal Rose her blooming bracelet from the other channel. So the competition last week was to win one of the, how did you get your phone? I don't like your case, I can't get into it. Right then, so what I said was, tell us what recipe you would most want us to cook, or most want us to Slimming World eyes. So let me just go, I'm gonna, this is on your account, not this. Okay, I won't do that. So Crystal Rose, I just mentioned, hello Crystal Rose, I didn't realise you watched both of our channels, said that you might join Slimming World, just got to push yourself to go. Absolutely, do it, my darling. You'd love to see a fish pie, but potatoes are from the Nightshade family, you're right, they are. So you can make it with an alternative, that would be great. So a fish pie alternative, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, I've got to decide who wins, don't I? So that's a good one.
I said, why my brain is like telling me why I think about it. Like I say, if people go back to Slimming World and join, I don't know if it goes on to the beginning of February, but if you go, even if you're a new person and you start and you go, I think whether it might end, I think, on the beginning.
I don't know what you're going to say.
But there's like you'd have no joining fee. When you
have a look. Have a look
no joining fee
on Slimming World website, and also have a look in any of the women's magazines, Best, Bella, all of those type of magazines. they tend to have offers on for this time of year, for the end of January as well. So have a look at those. What other recipe? Rachel Beresford says a cottage pie would be your chosen recipe. Now I like the sound of that a bit
like
more.
cottage pie,
I do.
But because of obviously a lot of
It would
ones
have
are
to
made
be
with our own
with a mash.
Yeah.
A veg mash.
Yeah.
Or
all right.
a sweet potato mash. That does sound nice.
But I said with our soup, a little bit of our soup base. But then we have done ones before where we just used stock and then we didn't use like a...
Would you use it for a cottage pie?
Well, we normally put tomatoes and stuff in it, don't we? So it's normally tomatoes, but we're not going to put tomatoes in it.
Yeah. Or Kylie says, Kylie's been clever here, you see, Kylie Osborne. Kylie says a Slimming World kebab or a nice cauliflower and cheese soup if you dare bring the cheese family back. I actually quite like the idea of both of those. A Slimming World kebab, what would that be? How would you do a kebab on Slimming World?
I think you would have to, if you wanted to do it with lamb mince, you would have to sin it, so a small amount of sins per so much of it. But you can do it, and then basically you put all your spices in it and you mix it all up and you wrap it up, like make a log out of it, wrap it all up in foil, and it gets baked in the oven. And then you
go to your local kebab shop and put it on a spit and have it go round on the thing, and then you carve it with an electric saw.
Bake it in the oven in the foil, and then unwrap it, and obviously you've got all your salad and stuff chopped up and your pita breads, and then basically do it like that and just carve it up once it's cooked. So it looks like as if you're doing like a meatloaf or something wrapped in foil, and then just carve it up and then serve it up and then fill your...
So then... Sorry, yeah, no, that does sound good.
Yeah.
So then, I've got to say, the thing I would most want to eat right now, the thing that I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. Oh gosh. I do like...
So I say you liked fish pie before as well.
I do like a fish pie. But also, do you know what? It's the most basic thing in the world, but I have not had a cottage pie in ages.
Because of obviously cutting out
because of the potatoes and the tomatoes and all of that. So a cottage pie that I could have, a nightshade.
Yeah. It'd have to be like a sweet potato mash and something on the top.
Or a veg mash on top.
Yeah,
with a bit of cheese, grated cheese that goes in the oven. That, yeah, that is going to be, that will be the thing.
Comfort.
So Rachel Beresford 6686, your recipe or your thingy, your suggestion for a thing that we can cook has won. So you will get the book, my darling. So Rachel Beresford 6686, message us on the Instagram as well, and we'll get that out to you with the other books this week. And we'll also try and cook it. The curry vlog the video is happening. I've had to do
edits. But I said not only did you record it.
Sorry. I've had to edit the podcast on the other channel and get that out because that was time sensitive. So the curry one will be coming this week.
But not only did you record it, like I say, just with the one camera.
It was multi-camera.
There was 2 or so cameras.
Yeah, I used a multi-camera setup for it. Oh gosh, that really did get to me. So yeah, a cottage pie. We won't be doing that this week, but we will make it probably for sometime next week because we've already got our food plan for this week, haven't we? At least vaguely in the top of our heads.
So we can put it into our next week.
Yeah, we can put it in, like things like the veggie burgers and things. We've worked that out.
But I said, so always pays as well. Like I say, if you're trying to be good and you are trying to stick to Slimming World, is to always pre-plan what you're going to have for the next few days. And I think that's one good habit that we've had since we've been doing Slimming World, is we try and plan ahead so that we know what we're doing and what we've got for dinner tomorrow and maybe the day or so
loosely
after.
It does change,
just some of the vegetables might change or whatever.
Yeah, but also like so Rufus does an oleo collection from time to time. So if there is something in there that we can have, say there's a piece of fish in there, then we might say, oh well, actually instead of having, I don't know, a roast dinner that we're thinking of tomorrow, we'll have the fish tomorrow and have the roast dinner on Wednesday. So we'll have the fish tomorrow on Thursday. So we'll have the fish tomorrow with baked potato and veggies. So we normally have a rough idea of about a week's worth of food that we've either got in the fridge or got in the freezer, but the exact details of when we have it can shift and change. because we know that on a Tuesday evening we have rice pudding.
Oh yeah.
Because we really like that.
It's like you feel like you're having a naughty little treat, even though it's like on plan.
But now we have
yeah.
the smaller portions. It
Yeah.
means we can also have that an extra 2 days throughout the week as well. So, and it will last in the fridge for about 4 days. So we can have it either tomorrow. So what we normally do, what I like to do, rice pudding on a Tuesday, skip a day, so then we can have rice tomorrow, and then like with a curry or something, and then Thursday rice pudding, and then skip a day, and then Saturday rice pudding or Friday rice pudding. So that's what we do.
I think we did the same of it on the Tuesday before as well. After weighing, we had stir fry. So I think we had chicken stir fry last Thursday. We've got using the steak tonight, steak and stir fry that we've got tonight, and I don't know what else. Rice pudding for.
Oh, I've also just realised I can do posts. I can put posts up on the. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. You know, when we take photos of our food, we've been taking photos of some of our meals. I can post them on the channel as posts.
You can.
I've completely forgotten that I can do that.
Is it like a
just like a post, like a community post?
Pictures and stuff.
Yeah, picture. This is what we've had tonight.
Yeah. But you get me to take photos of what I'm eating.
Quite often, yeah, and then I don't do anything with them because we don't put them in the pre-made videos anymore because we do the lives.
You say, send me the picture.
That's so annoying.
Send me the picture, I'm going to use it.
And then I don't, it just sits on my phone. Sorry. So I'm going to start doing that. I'll start posting the meals that we put on the channel.
So you can see the amount of, you know,
you can see the size of our the amount of veg that we have. Because it was quite funny, wasn't it? Somebody from a Slimming World group that we saw a photo of what they'd eaten. I'm not going to say it was our group, but they'd had something to eat, and it was a meal, right? So it was a standard meal that you would get.
An omelette or something.
No, but that's a good idea. So say, right, it was omelette and chips, right? So they had Slimming World chips, omelette, and they said, I know, you just remembered what it was.
And mushy peas.
And they had some mushy peas on the side, right? So they took a photo of the omelette, the chips and the mushy peas, put it on the Slimming World page, and said they were sinning some of the cheese in the omelette, right?
Something, but the rest of it was
like that.
All
but the rest of it was free food. Both of us looked at that dinner and went, "Where's the speed? Where's the speed food?
Yeah.
Like, where's the speed food?" Because we did a very similar meal a few days later, a very, very similar meal, except ours had about 3/4 of the plate was salad and other vegetables. And it was like, well, that's just how we eat normally now. We
always try and make sure that, like last night, the steak didn't end up on our plates, because by the time you put the fish on, we had cabbage and I think some spring greens.
We had cabbage, spring greens, and mixed vegetables.
But by the time you'd filled the plate up by putting all the other
baked potato, and I had a baked sweet potato.
By putting all the speed food on the plate, we didn't get the steak on it, and actually by the time I'd eaten my dinner, I didn't need the steak after. So
that's what I was thinking. We just had a little piece of salmon each, which I'd just cooked with some garlic fry light and some garlic granules on top, to make it, just give it a bit of flavour, and then all of the veggies, and then I put the potatoes on. And because we've downsized the plate, so we've physically got a smaller plate, if I'd had the bigger plates, it would have fit, the steak would have fit. But I was like, really nice, I said to you, didn't I, when you came in to have dinner, I was like, so it's not a surf and turf, it's just a surf. The steak didn't fit on the plate. It's outside, it's in the air fryer if you want to grab it. I didn't cook it in the air fryer, I cooked it in the pan. But I was like, it's just in the air fryer, if you want to grab it, you can have that as well. But there's no room on our plates because I went a bit overboard with veg. But it was really nice. And then both of us went, oh, I'm really full up of all the veg now. I haven't got room for the steak. So we were like, oh, well, I'll tell you what, we'll cut it up for tomorrow for stir fry. So that's what we've done. So that's what we're going to have for tea tonight. So then, as I say, Rachel Beresford, hang on, there were numbers. Rachel Beresford 6686. Contact us on Instagram. I will get your brand new One Pot Magic book out to you ASAP. Mrs. D Roberts,
About the Fiverr vegan.
The Fiverr vegan book. Yours will be going out. I need your address, my darling.
And there is one other
and
person
somebody
as well
else sent
that
it through
messaged.
on Instagram as well, and that one will also be coming out. And Crystal Rose, I will get yours up to you as well. I keep forgetting to do it because there's been a lot of health stuff going on with oh, this is the health channel, so
for your appointments and all the things.
If anybody's out there, listen, if you're type 2 diabetic, right, and your doctors play it down and say you don't need to do your finger prick things, you don't need to do this, that and the other.
That's what you were told.
Yeah. Ignore them. Please take type 2 diabetes really seriously if you haven't been. If you're somebody like me who had an eating disorder and struggled really a lot throughout my life, if you're somebody like that and your diabetes, your blood sugars are not under control, please see a doctor, get some help, get tirzepatide, get some of the other medications that you need. Hang on a second, because I am now 48 years of age. I have a infection in my toe, in the bone of one of my toes, because I have lost, it's called neuropathy. I have lost some of the feeling in my feet. So I've stubbed my toe at some point, got a tiny little cut that's become infected, and the infection's gone all the way through to the bone. So I'm now 6 weeks on super strong antibiotics to fight that, and I've had to go to the specialist clinic. I am never going to regrow those nerves. So I now for the rest of my life need to be super careful with my feet. I've also got some diabetic eye shit going on. So I've got some cells growing in my eye. I've got a couple of areas that I've been monitoring for a few years where I've got some little bleeds in the back of the eye that were just little spots, but there is an actual part of my eye now which is, there are abnormal cells growing. And
but they said they've got to keep an eye on you more now, have they, because of the Manjaro?
Yeah, they put me on the tirzepatide, the Manjaro, not for weight loss, to control the sugars.
But the Manjaro can speed up.
It can speed up this growth in my eye. And the problem with that is that if that bursts, if that bleeds, I can lose my sight in my eye. And the treatment for it is to have those cells lasered to kill them, which will destroy my peripheral vision in my eye, and can possibly also the bullseye, so the bit that you focus in the center, can also damage that. That's the most hopeful treatment that at this stage my eye can have, because these cells are now there. So at some point I will lose my peripheral vision in my right eye. This is all because I didn't take type 2 diabetes seriously, because it's just diet controlled, it's not important.
I said for a long time though, since like I say more than 10 years obviously now, me and you, that you've been going to the doctors, and for a long time, obviously maybe in the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, the GP then told you that, oh no, we don't do finger pricks anymore, so you don't have to worry about any of that. You don't need to have the equipment for it or have any of that at home anymore, because we'll just do a check here once every so often, and if you need to, but other than that you don't need to have it.
H1A1.
You don't need to have the little gadget at home with the, you know, with a finger prick thing or any of that. So yeah, just discard that. We don't, because you said, oh, you needed a new one, and they were like, oh no, you don't have to do that anymore. Things are, you know, advanced enough that you don't have to worry about that. As long as you're taking your meds, you don't need to worry about anything else. But not only by them upping your dose of your meds, before we went to the specialist clinic to find out that if they would have carried on and just upped your meds and not gone to the new clinic, that you would have been overworking your pancreas and causing your body more damage.
And causing some liver damage, which my body is now showing signs of, and I've got another appointment to go. So, so there are...
Don't always listen to your GP.
No, if you're diabetic, GPs are working from, a lot of the time, older knowledge, okay? Speak to your diabetic clinic. Not even your diabetic nurse in your GPs.
Can you
speak to your diabetic
I don't know
clinic?
if you can self-refer yourself. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but
ask
if
to
you
be
haven't seen
referred
them, you can ask to be referred to the diabetic clinic. If you haven't seen them for a while, just say that you've got a whole load of questions and you want to be seen by the diabetic clinic team. They should be able to refer you just for that. Just to double check what the latest knowledge is, because as I say, I followed what the GP said. I was on metformin for a long time, and then it started to make me poorly. So they moved me on to glycoside, and since I was on glycoside, I have been very poorly.
Making you feel really nauseous.
Yeah, and this isn't medical advice, everyone. But if you are type 2 diabetic,
just make sure you go and get
please
checked
control your sugars really carefully, because the side effects and the long-term effects are,
a lot of damage.
Damage in my body that I'm never going to be able to reverse now. Even though for the last 6 weeks, through being on tirzepatide, my blood sugars are now perfect. They are in the 6s, 7s and 8s.
And they've never been like that, have they?
They've never been like that.
Many years, never been like that.
Before on Slimming World, when I've done...
known you to be...
No, they've never been where they are now. And it's just because of that new medication. And the thing is, they will, as they did with me, they started me on glycoside, ended up tripling my dose, which then wasn't even as high as other people's have been on. And it was still damaging me and causing problems. It's only with this new form of these new types of medications that are coming out that I'm having these results. And as I say, it's not been reflected on Slimming World this week because I've not had my injection this week. So that's a key thing. But also, I have had crisps and things this week, which again, less, 19s for the 3 packets. But the key thing that I haven't done this week is stay regular with my toilet habits. And that is something I said to you, didn't I? I said, oh, you can really tell.
The injection has been doing, helping with all of that.
And I said, you can really tell. As soon as I was on the injection the first week, I was like, oh my God.
But I said, anyway,
everything's, I'm regular. What the hell's that about?
But while your body wasn't functioning like it has been with the injection, your weight losses were very minimal. If you did lose something, or if you lost something, it was very minimal, wasn't it?
Yeah, so just be aware, everybody, that especially if you are diabetic type 2, please look after yourself, because I didn't, and now I'm going to be paying paying the piper, I guess, for the next however long I'm alive. It's going to be lifelong now, which is scary. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk positive things. So Rachel Beresford 6686, send us your details. Mrs. D Roberts, I think it was. I can't find where the things are now.
That was on the Beyond Authentic.
Oh, there we go. Are you on the Insta? I don't know where that was. I can't work anything out on your phone. But anyway, we're gonna go now, right? Again, this is not medical advice, but please do seek out medical support if you need it, and be the squeaky wheel. Be the squeaky wheel, right? They left me for the longest of time on medication that I shouldn't have been on, and even when I complained before about the medication side effects,
up your dose, it's fine.
And that was before the glycoside. That's when I was still on metformin and having problems. Oh well, you need to stick to this one because blah blah blah. Please be a squeaky wheel. Take your own health really seriously. And on that note, we're going to say goodbye because I need to go and get ready for another live stream. I know, right?
Soon,
I've got an hour. So I'm going to go make a coffee, put the shopping away from where do we go? Lidl.
A few bits we got in Lidl.
Yeah, I'm going to go and put that away, and I will go and speak to you all very soon. Don't forget, you can join us on the other channel over there. Crystal Rose, I will get your necklace sent out to you this week. Remind me this week. But not tomorrow, because the bloody post office is only open half day.
Remind you to check Instagram for
all the details, all the addresses on Instagram tomorrow, and then they'll get it out to you either tomorrow afternoon at another post office or Thursday morning over there, and I'll send it all recorded so you should get it all by the weekend. And on that, bye. I'm going now. Are we going now?
We're going now.
We're going to go now.
Are we going now?
I'm quite hungry. I'm not really. I'm feeling peckish. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling peckish. What can we have as a snack that isn't that isn't sinned or oh, do you know what I fancy? I fancy a banana.
Yeah, banana.
I fancy a banana. That's what I actually fancy right now. Oh, I've got a nice little banana. Oh, have a banana.
Got some watermelon.
What on? Oh,
What?
it just happened again. It just happened again.
What? Another pussycat?
No, it's a dog. It's a dog in a reflective coat. But the way it was designed, I thought it was a duck. Not a duck, a goose walking down the street.
What?
I thought it was a goose.
Well, I know it's wet outside, but I thought you were going to say
It looked like
there's a
goose.
duck swimming down the street.
No, it literally, the person with the dog that's over there now, the coat, the reflector of it, as it was here opposite us, the reflective strip was sort of like that and like that. It looked like a goose. Oh my god, I'm either going insane or I need to get my glasses checked. A little of both, probably.
Yeah.
But that is going to be it from us, everyone. Sorry the string's been all over the place, and I don't mean to preach, but anyway, we'll go, and I will...
I know there's a problem when you start seeing ducks going down the street.
I told you the Matrix is glitching.
Yeah, there's definitely something
There's
for
definitely
you.
something. You saw the cat as well.
I saw a pussycat
You
going
saw
across
the
the crossing
cat as
there.
well. Exactly. But that is going to be it from us. And as we always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and happy slimming. And if you see ducks or geese walking along when they're actually dogs, get your eyesight checked, and also go see your doctor, because that might be hallucinations.
It might be. Yeah.
It might be, yeah.
It may well be.
It might be. It's because I'm fading away so fast. That's what it is, from hunger. I'm wasting away. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
I'm just going to do a dramatic faint in the corner. I'm wasting away. Come on, Sabines. I'm wasting away.